We're good now?
Go.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. How many of you guys go on BuzzFeed? All of you? All of you, wow, okay, except Chang. Did you know that 40% of all BuzzFeed articles are totally made up? Like, not based on fact, basically a fiction? Yeah. Isn't that shocking? So why do you believe what they tell you? Why do you take for word these journalists who present stories to you and you just believe them as gospel? Also, why would you believe that statistic I just told you? That if like, a lot of you have seen this presentation before, but that was an egregious lie. 40% of, I don't know how many percent of BuzzFeed articles are all made up. There's no information that I found that backs that statistic up. I made it up and you guys believed me because I'm standing up here, I'm an authority on the subject, and I'm wearing this. Very nice jacket. Kaya can explain that to you or something. So anyway, my project will be on modern oral urban tradition, which is a fancy way of saying urban legends. I'm sure you guys have all read the definition I put up there. Or maybe not, it's a mono-episodic localized, and you can read it, you're fast. It's by a guy named Jan Harald Brunwald, he's American. He is known as the father of urban legends. He's spent a lot of study into like the psychology behind it, and really has popularized the term. That definition's a little boring, so there's mine. It's a short, simple story that is basically unbelievable, but is told to be believed. So I'm going to cover three things today. I'm going to cover what urban legends are, why urban legends spread and why we believe them, and what you can do to make sure that you know the true story behind something, because you don't always. So there's three big parts to the structure of an urban legend. I couldn't really animate them separately. I got really frustrated trying to do it. My sister couldn't do it either, so they're all there. There's the folklore aspect, there's the psychology aspect, and then there's the dissemination aspect. I spent the most time so far in the folklore and psychology. Dissemination's coming up, and it's interesting because the folklore of it is it's based on stuff that you know that has been in cultures for a long time. Every culture has different urban legends. They're all different sorts of things. Where it really gets cool is the psychology of it. There's a long article published by Durham University in England about what people retain when they hear stories or headlines. And they basically categorized urban legends into three different varieties. There's social, survival, and combined, which is social and survival. And it's interesting because the social ones spread a lot better. Like, I think the examples they gave were they gave a bunch of grad students like headlines, one of which was like a serial killer's using baby sounds to lure women to get killed. A father and daughter accidentally met up for cyber sex on the computer. And like chemicals in chicken give ovarian cysts. And the one that stuck the most was actually the cyber sex one. People really believe that, like, an embarrassing social thing that really sticks with people because of a thing. When we feel superior to people, our brains release dopamine, which is a pleasure-giving chemical, just like when you take a drug. Not obviously as much as if you take a drug. Don't take drugs. But so we like feeling superior, but we also like feeling safe. So survival and combined legends also do well. They stick very well because, like, obviously you're not going to go into a situation where you're going to get murdered, and you want to know information about that. So a good example for urban legends is this guy, Donald Trump. He's around a lot, and because he's such a big figure, because he's so prominent in society, people will believe anything about him. Like, a lot of stuff you read, because he's bad. Sorry, it's not objectively bad. I don't think he's a good guy. He has a lot of racist, homophobic, bigoted policies, and therefore people feel superior to him. They feel like they have the moral high ground. So take this. This is something that he did not say. Notice it nowhere it attributes the quote to him. His picture's behind it, people assume he said it, but like I went on the People magazine website, they keep a lot of online records of it. He did not say this. You'll hear another thing. It says like you might have seen this on Facebook. It says his grandfather's like a pimp, and that's how he made a lot of his money. Also not true. Those are false. That's false information. People really believe it because they want to hate Donald Trump. So this would fall under social. I don't know what it's called, the social part. Not so much the survival, because it's not going to kill us. So how urban legends spread? This one spread through Facebook and social media. I haven't done a lot of research into it, but I'll get back to you on that. And finally, how you can avoid believing these. Do research. Look into it. If you think something seems ridiculous or untrue, there's a good chance most of it is. A good research for this is Snopes.com. They're pretty on it. They do a lot of fact checking. But you can also check your own facts. If you can't find like a specific thing that quotes this, maybe don't believe it. Anyway, that's my thing.